youths of this nation. To the rebel and the push it back. After that, you know the whole thing flap. Why? Everybody sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everything computer. I tell you now, all you know is them computers. Lord. We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the food that we had when we cooked nutmeg and banana was at the Heisel. Now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh, that's why everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my God, agri and class. Lord, Lord, Lord. All over the world you go, agriculture is precisely so rich and pure, but the youths cannot understand. Well, all the education you have, man, you still can't ignore the style. Everybody want to work in office, and I know the reason why. Yes, man, everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. Tell you just now, my brothers.
Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. 5 minutes it is after the 7 o'clock hour. Hey, it's time for us to pray. Good morning.
Almighty and eternal God, we thank you for this new day. We thank you, God, that thou hast watched over us during the course of the night and see fit to wake us up this morning. For this, we are very thankful. And as you permit our life to see this new day, we ask, oh God, you to protect us who leave our home this morning. Many of us have our plans this morning, and let our plan be according to your plan, so you know, God, how to protect us. And as we see this new day, O God, give us what it takes, O God, to enjoy the best of your creation. The rising of the sun by itself is a miracle made by you, and the going down will be the same. We ask you, God, in this brand new day that you provide for us because we acknowledge that we are your children. Father, we ask you, God, to bless each and every one of us this morning. For those who lost loved ones, Lord, we in sympathizing mood with them this morning. May you continue to comfort all those who lost loved ones this morning. And Father, as we bring this agriculture program before you, we ask you, God, to bless this, continue to bless this radio station. As each week, oh God, agriculture program come out, that it can be able to sensitize each and every one of us. We ask you, God, to continue to bless the facilitator of this program. We ask you, God, to bless the resume what is planted. We bring, oh God, in the center of all the agriculture workers, oh God, that goes to the land, oh God, all those who toil, all those who cross the high mountain, all those who goes across the streams and rivers. We ask you, God, as they start to work, I'm asking you, God, to protect them from each and every piece of equipment or instrument that they will be working with. For those of them who left the family behind, I'm asking you to watch over them. To those, oh God, who have to go to school, the children, I'm asking you, God, to watch them. I'm asking you, God, to bless them. Father, I'm asking you, God, to look over each and every one of them, even the fishermen, oh God, who went out, oh God, to fish this morning. Lord, at this moment time, the water out there is very rough. Give them wisdom, oh God, that they will not go out, oh God. They will not venture out there and risk their life. Around the time, the ocean is very fierce. But if they go, I'm asking you, God, to protect them, but I wish not. Bring every piece of equipment on that radio station before you, that let no weapon that form against this radio station, its equipment, prosper. Father, it's a radio, God, is a station that educate us, the people of Grenada, Thematic. I bring Mr. Donald, the owner, management and staff, and listeners, oh God. I bring, oh God, our commuters, oh God, at this moment in time, who will be leaving to go from one zone to another. Imagine. Bless and keep all of us in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen. Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Happy you can hear me. You can hear me.
Yeah, I'm on top.
Yeah, I'm happy.
And you know, I'm on top. I intend to press to stay there.
That's great.
And you know, this morning I got up and to be honest, Mr. Andrew Donald, there are times I have a very heavy heart. That is agriculture morning. There are times I have a very heavy heart.
If you want to speak to agriculture, you have to wait until we start.
Yeah.
I just let you know.
Yeah, I'm not speaking of the Arab. I say this morning is agriculture morning, you know.
Okay.
And the heavy heart that I have, Grenada is such a beautiful island, man. The opportunity of captaining one of the Caribbean most sophisticated boat, a glass bottom, specialized in marine biology.
In does it marijuana?
No.
You know why my ears didn't too sharp?
I know he doesn't want to hear what you hear.
Tell me quickly.
Yes, said, you know, Mr. Lewis, when I look at Grenada, you see, after God created the whole world, God wanted us to rest. And he made Grenada special to rest himself. That's made Grenada so unique. Okay. But in short, you know, I discovered, and I may be wrong, you know, I discovered to every time that beautiful island of coming to bring back that country to the gutter. I rest my case there, man.
No. You're interested.
You always have a bunch of
happened?
People.
What happened?
I mean, the state of Grenada presently right now, the state of this beautiful little island
Pastor,
from where it was.
tell me what happened.
Well, I mean, read what to where
No,
it was.
no. I ain't get to read. What happened? You're a big man.
Yeah, but I'm coming to that. I mean, Grenada was moving forward where its people has been recognized. And at this moment, you have a government that get into office and reversing the productivity of this island back to the gutter, man.
Pastor, we're going to talk that the next time.
Thank you.
The only thing I want to tell you, I want to give you a little bit of light-heartedness to go with. You want it, yes or no?
It doesn't change how I feel, but I want it.
Yeah, well, you change how you feel. I bet you change how you feel. So here now, a guy met me and he said, boy, I have a problem. I said, what's your problem? He said, boy, I gone to church the other day and I heard the pastor preaching and the pastor telling me about the contribution I have to make for the continuance work of the God. So I make a 20, you know. I didn't have it in change, so I put me like a 20 in the collection thing, sir. So, you know. He say, boy, the next day, things bad. I pass by the pastor and say, Pastor, look, boy, things bad and look what I have to do. The pastor tell me, pray to God. He say, I can't understand. When the pastor want money for the church, he asking me. And when I want the money now for me and I go by the pastor telling me, pray to God. So why the pastor don't pray to God when he want money for the church?
Thank you. The guy's right.
Okay.
The guy's right. No, Andrew, the guy's right. I help you. I put me like $20. That's all I have.
That's all.
And think bad with me now. And that is the right person for you to go to the say, Pastor, think bad.
Yeah.
And then you is telling the pastor.
The pastor
is telling you.
Pray to God.
Pray to God.
And the pastor closer to God than you, because the pastor is the intermediate.
Yeah, and then there's a lesson for a lot of us. Selfishness. If you want money, pastor, pray to God for it now. But no, you is telling him to pray to God.
All right, so it goes back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Selfishness.
Selfishness.
Just remember that. What you spoke about
selfishness.
Was selfishness.
Yeah.
And you don't laugh the joke?
Man, listen, they think so hard I don't laugh.
Man, I want you to laugh. If you don't laugh and you don't put it down the phone.
No. Hey, my wife laugh for me. My wife laugh for me, boy. Selfishness. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know what you said is really reality, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Baba bless you, man.
You too. Wife, well, okay, you're there. Yeah. All right, later, man. Take care of yourself here. One love. Real 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Broadcasting from studios located right here, Main Street Satires inside the beautiful historical St. Patrick. What a beautiful day it is. I forgot to tell Pastor this, but in your homes and in your prayers this morning and always, no, nobody gave me information to give out, but I'm of the knowledge that Winston, as in Winston White, is a bit on the low side, and as you pray and you include people in your prayers, as you offer them up, ensure that Winston is one of those that you'll be praying for. This is real. This is 91.9. Good morning, Grenada, Caribbean, the world. Good morning to you. Yeah, coffee. He didn't want to laugh, but his wife laughed for him, so that ain't too bad. Yeah, that ain't too bad. So, what today's Thursday, eh? That's why I'm here. Yeah, today's Thursday. The interesting thing is that a young man sent me a note last evening and wanted me to read it out for him on this program. And I said to him, no, we ain't doing it that way. You get here by 7:45, How come I'm feeling so hot? Oh, that air conditioner. I ain't turn it on. Did I? No. Let me put it on now. Right. That's why I'm feeling so hot in here. I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Yes, so I said to him, yo, come and read your thing for yourself. It has to do with agriculture. You are a farmer, a young farmer that is. Come and read your thing for yourself. So he should be here at around 7:45. BJ, well, we expect BJ to be here around about 8 o'clock. And together we can have a fine program as per usual this good-looking Thursday morning. It is the last Thursday in the month, I do believe. Yeah. The next Thursday will be the 1st of February. So today, last Thursday in the month. And my good friend, you know, it's a family that I really love and respect, but they don't like me. Good morning, drumsticks.
Or you like you? Good
I
morning.
don't know, hey, and I don't talking to you, hey. Or you like to pick up thing on the ground, sir? Talk to me, darling.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Reading from the Word of God, Psalm 92. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the precity upon the harp with a solemn song. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy works. I will triumph in thy works of my hands. O Lord, how great are the works, and they that thoughts are very deep. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Oh, thank you so very much. So, how's everything?
Everything good for the time, you know?
How the dog? How the dog? The dog good?
Yeah, the dog good or tight.
You tight?
Yeah.
Why you behaving bad?
You still even know wrong up and down and doing trouble, so my son put a chain in the neck.
Well, yo.
But I still have one next one that going up. This one wild, you know, running, but I go. I will hold it one day.
You hold it one day?
No, I'm most for it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we were talking about this, some wings and white. He's sick.
Yeah, he's not too
Oh, okay.
he's not too with it, you know, he's a bit down. I need to I'm gonna speak to his son today, to Robert today. But
Okay.
last
Last
time
God
I
to, I ask God to strengthen him and give him
Yes.
faith and courage to undergo whatever he's going through.
Yes, yes.
In
yes.
Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. 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 All right then, darling, take care of yourself.
And you have a wonderful day.
All right, one love.
Bye-bye.
Good. Yeah, Jenny Francis inside of Trinidad. What's up, girl? Jenny, I find you kind of let me go, so I ain't really bothering. Yeah, just leave you alone. Adrian Watts, what's up? And good morning to Jerome Lewis. What's you guys doing? Gemma Warwood, all going on down there in Grandans, girl. And Mary Celestine Grant and Shirley Scared. Good morning to Alvin. As always, there. Carol Belfon. Now, who's Carol Belfon? Carol, where are you located? Most of Errol Bonaparte and Lakey. Who's Lakey? Good morning, Lakey. Yeah. Some new friends checking in. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So I'm saying to you people, as soon as you go on to the like this morning, please just hit that like. Go on to the video, just hit that like button. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Somebody sent me a thing, they ain't like my joke. But I'm sorry. I mean, it was not meant to offend. It was not meant to offend at all. It was just, you know, a lighter side. You know, just having a smile. Why can't we all have a smile sometimes? Mm-hmm. Hey, it's okay to laugh, you know. You don't have to be serious. Don't feel everybody going in heaven walking with a serious face. You know? Yeah, so that's supposed to be a fun thing. Yeah. That's supposed to be better than standing up in a line to see Bob Marley, you know. Not Bob Marley you're going to see. You're going to see God, you know. You and God are going to link up for the first time now. So it's supposed to be a nice thing. It's supposed to say, yes, I. Yes, you laugh. Yeah, you laugh. You left. You take his hand to your left, but that's all right. If I get left, I get left. I mean, nobody wants to get left, go into heaven. But if you get left, you get left. Yeah. But imagine this one. What if you were thinking, yeah, that bastard, Andre playing like the Ronnie Motown people, he don't make it. And next thing, when you watch up in front, you know he tall. Yeah, you see him. Boy, you go vex. You don't laugh again, you know. You didn't realize he did in front of you. Well, look at thing. Oh, Carol Belfon is in Montreal. Okay, Carol, and you're from Chantimel. Woo, Chantimel. Good morning, Chantimel. Carol Belfon. Also, Carol, dare I say, my dear, if you're a Belfon and you're from Chantimel, then I need to say accept my sympathy on the passing of one Clyde Belfon. Clyde Belfon was a dear friend of mine. We lost contact in recent years. I haven't seen him for many, many, many years. Clyde Belfon, he was one of my biggest critics. Yeah, he was one of my biggest critics. When I started radio, oh my God, he used to come down on me like a ton of bricks. But that made me better because I was always trying not for him to call me and scold me on something. Do you understand? So I made it better. You know, and then one time he called me and he says, "You have been able to do it now." He says, "Interesting. You are one of the few persons," and he says, "Maybe the only one." He did say that. He says, "You're one of the few." He says, "But maybe the only one, Andre." Yeah, that's how he says, Andre. You're able now to switch from colloquial patois into proper English when you want to do it. He says, and that is good in broadcasting. I never forget that from Clyde Belfon. People always say things like, "May he rest in peace." It's like if that is the final thing. No, that is not the final thing. He has to go and reason with the elders. So he'd say, "Well, Clyde, with your talent that we gave you, what did you do?" With your talent. Oh, Faitlin says that he was her teacher. Yeah, all right, Faitlin. Well, he's fast. You know, what did you do with your talent? And I remember a quick joke with Clyde. Clyde said to me that one year he was asked at William Monroe, the guy who originated the whole Soca Monarch thing. And William Monroe invited him and some other guys to Trinidad to judge Soca Monarch. And he says, they're there, an artist coming down, and then it was time for Blue Boy, Super Blue. At that particular time, it was time for Super Blue. And oh me, oh my. He says when Super Blue came on stage, you know, they couldn't hear. They could not hear because the crowd was so loud and boisterous. They couldn't. They asked the band to stop. Randy, we and you will talk, eh? And he said on the third occasion, once happened twice. The third occasion, organizer of the shoulder, William Monroe, came to them, the judges, and says, "Don't stop him again." So he's like, "Well, we can't hear." He says, William Monroe said to and the other judges. We spending something noise for super. And then at the end of the competition, you're going to tell them that he's not win. You want to riot inside here? He said, super win. Judge now, second, third, fourth, fifth, and on. Super. And that year, of course, super won. I say no more. Randy, I stop. Okay, so we go talk about that. Let me get
Agriculture is the number one. Number one. Yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths and those wicked politicians. Like they want to structure the plan.
Yep, back with you. And you know, sometimes when you're here in the morning and you're trying to kickstart it for everybody, but you too, you know, you need a kickstart. And sometimes when you make that call to the Met Office, as for me, when I make a call to the Met Office, and depending on the voice that I hear, that is an automatic kickstart for me. And I got my kickstart this morning. My namesake, Andre Charles. Good morning, Charlo.
Good morning to you. I'm Martha, listener of Real FM. And here's the weather for today, Thursday the 20th of January, 2024. Currently, it's winds are from the east at 9 miles per hour. Barometric pressure, 10-15 millibars. That's above normal and rising. Present temperature, 26.1 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, 80%. Yesterday's maximum temperature, 20 Celsius. Last night's minimum, 25.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 2 millimeters of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month to 10.1 millimeters. Now look at the forecast for today and tonight. The weather has to be moving decreasing cloudiness at times, accompanied by isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly into daytime. Seas moderate to rough. Waves up to 11 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Hence a marine advisory remains in effect. Tide to be low at 9:50 and accompanied by isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius, and a marine advisory remains in effect. I'm Andre Charles. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andre. Do you follow cricket, Brenda?
Yeah, I do follow cricket.
Oh, you do follow. So West Indies batting at 262 for 7. Not bad, is it?
Not bad. Once they could make a day, we could work with that.
Yeah, they're batting that. It's now the third session, which means it's after tea.
Right.
And they won the toss and they chose to bat. And after some 88.6 overs, they're batting 262 for 7. They're chugging along. They
have no choice because trust me, it was an embarrassment the other day.
It was most definitely. It was an embarrassment, But we did get a bright spot. Shamar Joseph, that 24-year-old out of Guyana, is that is like the Josephs and them come to rule because Alzari Joseph is batting. And he is on 32?
Okay.
He's on 32, so they've moved on now to 266 for 7.
Lovely.
Great Charles, my brother, you made my day. Take care of yourself.
Take care.
All right, one
All right.
love. Good.
Yeah, man.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. So, what's up with you? Okay. Jenny. Jenny tell me that she's getting ready to put on Independence colors. She need breakfast for oil. Well, I could tell the guy. Jenny, I'll tell the guy, tell me if you want, just let me know, yes or no. If you want me to tell the guy, I'll tell the guy to go and organize some breadfruit and you can say, you can still get. Just say yes or no. You and I know who the guy is. Good morning, how you doing?
Yeah, what is the narcissist?
The Nazis, but you always giving some kind of riddles, you know.
I don't know. I just want to know what is the narcissist thing in your house.
Oh no, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
A clock.
Why?
You have two hands. You ever see what she face?
The clock washing in face. Guys, how the clock washing your face. Why you hang up? Because boy, this guy is something else. Do you know him? No, I'll just keep him a secret. I recognize the voice. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? All I'm on you getting there. You can't level on me now. Yeah. All they try to figure out who. Okay, Jenny, I'm going to tell the guy that you say send some breadfruit for you, right? Yeah, Jenny said yes. Who the guy is? No, I can't tell you all that. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Who is the first basketball player in the world? Who is the first basketball player in the world?
The first basketball player.
Hmm?
I don't know, boy.
Matthew in the Bible.
Matthew?
Yeah.
How come?
Because he Mark, Luke, and John.
Man, what? No. Watch. Don't let me have to deal with you this morning. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Mark, Luke, and John is a good basketball player, man. Anyway, yeah. So, Jenny. Yeah, I go tell the guy organize and send some breadfruit for you, man. Yeah, I'll tell the guy you say. Yeah. I wonder if he's listening now. Maybe some. Nobody will know who I'm talking about, so I'm not going to say who I'm talking about at all. I'm not. By the way, Jenny, how's your son? I have not heard about him for a while. I haven't asked, that is. I haven't asked you about him for a while. I trust that he's doing fine. And hey, this morning more than ever, I want you guys to share the live. And I want you guys, based on what I'm seeing, I have some 64 persons already latched on to the live for this morning, all right? I have 64 persons already latched on to the live for this morning. So I am going to see now, checking something else. So 63, based on this, 63 persons onto the live. And of the 63, only 17 of you have hit that like button. And that is so not nice. All I ask is that you hit the like button. It means a lot to us. It will help the channel grow. And once the channel gets to a particular level, as it relates to YouTube, then Real FM can earn monies from that. I'm telling you straight up how it is. People are saying, oh, well, hit the like if you like me. I'm telling you what it is. When you hit that like button, and you do that every time you go on to a Real FM broadcast, you hit the like button, and when the channel continues to grow, Real FM will be able to make a couple of dollars and to do more things. Yeah? You know, things kind of tough these days. So so don't feel that when you hit the like button for any one of us, be it GBN, GIS, Real FM, whatever, whenever you hit that like button, it's money. You're making a little 2 cents, a little 1 cent, but as they say, every little bit adds up. So nobody ain't telling you, well, hit the like just because they want you to say you like them. Money you want to make. All of us want to make the money. Yeah. Did I say that? Sometimes I just do some say things, you know. I must behave, yeah? Don't you think? Yeah. In any event, who do I say good morning to again? Who do I say good morning to again? Nobody? Wow. Let's see. Mattison, good morning. How you doing? Did you hit that like button already, Mattison? Jocelyn, did you hit that like button already for the morning? Yeah. 76 persons watching. 18 persons hit the like. Come on, now, man. All you behaving so somebody had to just do something, just continuously beg. I ain't mind asking, but I ain't had to beg. Now we gone to 25. Thanks. I will ask you, but I ain't really had to beg you, and then all this time I had to come here and beg and say, please, what? He like. No. I ain't supposed to beg you. You don't beg me. I don't beg you. We are happy family. We are team together. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
My Job.
Yes, sir.
What say?
I'm okay. And you?
My Job, a day.
You day?
Yeah, jamming.
What button you talking about? I don't understand.
Oh, that is for those who are viewing.
Oh, okay.
Not those who are just listening, like you listening on radio. That's for those who are viewing on the YouTube channel.
And keeping us well tuned, of course.
Yes.
Modern technology.
Modern technology. That is the thing we got. Modern technology. You have us going.
I listen all the time and I just don't call.
Yeah, I know you're there. I know you're there.
Even at nights with the others, we
Yeah.
all joined in last night and we had a good singing.
Okay, good. No, you know I must ask for the twins. How are they?
Who? The children?
The girls?
They're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, you gotta go business beyond pleasure.
Pleasure. But no, pleasure with you is a lovely thing, and you don't call all the time.
No.
So I will give you most of the time when you don't call all the time.
Yeah, well, I need to fit in there, in this open space, block space there.
But it's nice to hear you, as always.
Yeah, okay.
Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful one now.
You too, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Lovely lady, my Job. Yeah, man. So, somebody sent me a message and say, Andre, that was a tasteless joke. Well, I apologize. But a joke is a joke, so a man can have some fun. I trust, man. What all y'all just thinking, I just there and all this stoosh and just, stop being so stoosh, man. Stop being so stoosh. I was about to sing a song, don't sing. Want the listeners to stay with you, so don't sing. Please, Andre, don't sing. So I will not sing. I'll not. I'll just play it easy. But I want to sing. But next thing I sing and they treat me like the Kelly guy. Rootsman Kelly. I believe it's time for us to have. We have in our own neck of the woods, like in Grenada, we have superstars when it comes to the art form, to soca at least. Scholar? No, Scholar is not from here again. Scholar from Grenville now. Yeah, he from Grenville, so I doesn't really think Scholar again. He leave and go. That's all right. And a man shall go with his wife. So he God. Morning, Finley. In any event, hear this. I I believe, and if anybody on the live believe, if somebody just tell me put my face on television. What I put my face on television for? What all you want to see me for? Okay, so here's my face on television. But hear this. I actually believe that the time has come, and if you agree with me on the live, or you can call in still and say yes. But I believe that the time has come. Yeah, we're having a problem with I think we're having a problem with the internet this morning. Yeah. I don't know what. Something is wrong with the internet this morning. Probably needs restarting a bit. But something is definitely wrong with the internet this morning. Anyway, I believe that the time has come for, what's his name? Help me the guy now. What happened? Oh, you can't help me the guy, man. The guy name? Boise. Yes. The time has come for Boise to start singing calypso. You might say, Andre, what kind of stupidness are you talking there? Yeah, and you can say that. You have a right to say that if you want to. But I believe it's time for Boise to start singing calypso. If you believe and you agree with me and you're on the live, type yes. If you're not on the live, but you have a phone available to you, it could be loud, just call and say yes. If you believe that it is time for Boise to start singing calypso. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I believe. I know I believe. I don't know about you. But I believe that it is time for Boise to start singing calypso. Mama Ray, what happened in there? Everything good? Great. So do you believe it is time for Boise to start singing calypso? If you do believe, then you know what to do. Hit me up and let me know what you think. I believe.
Everybody want.
This is 50 years of Calypso excellence as Made in Grenada presents Calypso at 50 featuring Unlucky.
I must go back, my little island is called.
The original Inspector, Flying Turkey, Lady Cinty, Smokey, Peter Humphrey, Randy Isaac, Woodsman Kelly, and Jamo, and the Hitman Inspector. One stage, one night, Sunday, February, and are available at Canadian Optical, Town and Grand Dance, Mitchell's Wellness, Grand Dance, and David Pharmacy, Max's Bar, and St. Andrew Pharmacy, Calico, Sates, Shizemore, Licks and Bites, and GoToFed.com. The hits, the classics, the performances as Grenada celebrates 50. Sponsored by Flow, Winners, and Alien Group, Spicyle Auto Rental, Wayne Mitchell, Glenelg, Springwater, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenada Distillers, makers of Gladscott Rum. Sunday, February 11th, Grenada National Stadium. This is 50 years of Calypso excellence.
Psst. Hey, you. Why behind practice to watch TV or struggle with ads on your Fire Stick? For only $275 per year or $75 for 3 months, you can have unlimited access to thousands of live TV channels, including news and Android device or smart TV. Too good to be true? Then try our free trial for 36 hours before you buy. Interested? Then call or WhatsApp DP Marketing on 457-3546 or 538-9026. That's 457-3546 or 538-9026. DP Marketing. We bring the world to you.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows or roof guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. Windows are able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
50 years as an independent nation. Now that's a reason to celebrate. Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Aspire, build and advance with 100% financing to buy land, purchase or build your home, or make those much needed home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, low interest rates. And that's not all. 100% financing on brand new vehicles with 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you this year with special financing from Co-op Bank. Apply today.
Welcome home.
Yes. Agriculture is the number one. Yes, no, yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you not after this station?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I've got a youth. I'm not sure you can be a youth, but I don't know. His name is Lord. How you doing? How you doing?
Good. I'm good.
In the studios before. I know you would have been here before. Right?
Yes. Just to work though. When you're working me, when you just put me to
well, duh. Somebody's got to do the work, Don't forget that. Somebody has to do the work. And it just so happens that that person who has to do the work will be you. You're the one chosen. How's mom? I must ask about mom.
Of course, you have to ask after your young lady. She's good. She's good. Lady, full of energy and ready to go as usual.
I wonder if she's listening, is she? Did
you
tell her?
I did tell her.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think she's listening. She's reading her Bible this morning.
Okay, great. How was her other friend? The one she used to go walking with. What's her name?
Miss Jean.
Yeah. Is she here?
No, she's in England.
She's in England?
She's in England.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why I wake up late these mornings, That's why I wake up late these mornings, because
they don't wake you up in the morning.
Nobody calls. Andre! I'll be like, them again?
Early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're a gentleman who wears many hats. You are deeply involved in the promotion of our culture, Carnival. You're also part of the Business Association, I believe.
Yes,
are you part of SPAD?
No, I'm not part of SPAD.
Interesting. Yeah, but you are part of the Carnival Committee.
Yes, sir.
How are you guys going?
We're trying. We're doing our best. We're trying to get people involved and get them on board. So the time Carnival reach, we're on point. And so far, we had a few events that went really well. We got good reception. And from social media and stuff, there's even people in the diaspora who has been, taking an interest in trying to help revamp St. Patrick's Carnival.
I know that you guys would have had, was it a bingo or something?
No, we had the Christmas tree lighting, raffle.
A raffle.
Raffle.
How did that go?
That was brilliant.
Good.
Brilliant. And thank you to the guys who sponsored the items, Onyx Alexander, Hilarion Gumpert. And there was another young lady who sponsored, but she doesn't want her name to be published, so I wouldn't say. But thank you very much for your support.
And another event like that coming soon?
Hopefully we are, but I'll let it out. The event that we're really trying to bring back is the St. Patrick's Queen Show, which hopefully we'll be giving you more details soon about it because it's in the making.
I don't know who'd have told you, but St. Patrick's like a Queen Show.
I know, brother.
Oh, don't play with this thing.
I know. Well, culture on a whole, even the plays and stuff, if we could start bringing this back, I know St. Patrick's people will support. Because over the years, we've always been a parish who's big on culture. Shows, whether it's Queen Show, Calypso Show, whatever. We like a laugh.
Yeah. I used to go every year. And every year I had to go invest over $300 in an outfit. And that outfit will be for the Live Sally Queen Show competition. But after a while, I'm like, oh no, I'm tired. I'm tired of the stage like that. Yeah, so I gave that up. But I know that St. Patrick's people love a Queen Show. You part of the independence grouping for the people who are planning for independence?
Independence? No. I am not. I think the work with the carnival, I kind of what I put in a proposal together for having something in monthly or monthly. I'm not sure of her surname or anything. Sybil. I can't give you any more details on that. I'm sorry because I am not sure who she is. It is. And from what I tell you is that the plan is St. Patrick's would be having this March, simultaneous with our St. Patrick's Day, which is the 17th.
But who the hell is Sybil? The only person I know, and this is straight up, the only person I knew who had the name, well, two persons, Sybil. A Baisden, she's since passed, I think. Baisden from Lafayette area, right?
Yeah.
And my brother had a daughter with a lady from the Rose Hill area whose name was Sybil. I don't know any other Sybil, and I'm, come on, if it's 2 weeks and we don't know who's Sybil, making no sense.
Well, maybe Sybil will be listening to you and she can call in and just, give you an update and let you know what's going on.
But yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, so we can have some more information.
And if you don't get me, she'll be able to help you.
Because I've been getting getting messages from people outside asking me what's happening for this independence, and I'm not able to tell them. I haven't seen the what do you call it, the events calendar or anything. Yeah, I haven't seen an events calendar for either St. Patrick's Day or the
Sybil, who are you?
I wish I could help.
It could be somebody who probably, that is their government and we knew them by another name.
Probably.
Sybil is the government.
A bit like you know in me, right?
Is that I did not use the other name, I use your government.
Thank you.
Name. Carl Caton. Yeah, I'm asking Carl because I think he's on the line Hey, come on, people, hit that. You're not here to talk culture, but you're here to talk agriculture. Yeah.
Some form of culture.
Some form of culture.
Always involved.
Yeah, you're here to talk agriculture.
Yeah.
Young man yourself. And
thank you.
You have, yeah. I wouldn't let it out. but you have your full-time job, correct?
Yes, I do.
But you're still able to go to the lands.
Yes.
All right. But I want to do so and let folks know early that while yes you are involved in agriculture, you're not necessarily involved in the cash crops, but you're involved more in the traditional
long-term
crops, i.e. cocoa, i.e. nutmeg.
Yes.
You're into that.
Yes.
How's that? How is that? You laugh. It's good. Is it good?
Is it good? No, I don't think so. I mean, for the amount of work that goes into cocoa and nutmeg farming, I don't believe the farmers are getting a fair share and they are not being looked after. I mean, I go and pick up nutmeg. When I finish picking up, I got to stand at a kind of angle with my posterior kind of out because the pain in your back to pick up every single nutmeg and walk around. And to top it off, you go sell it. They say to you, okay, Mr. Matthew, we'll give you $5 a pound. However, probably because they think, well, we kind of dotish and we don't know how to save money. So they will say to us, here, we give you $3 now. And at the end of the year, we'll give you the 2 owed to you, which they consider to be back pay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 10 years on, we can't see a penny of that. So you are, in sense, working, putting out money because, like you said, I'm full-time working, so I'll have to get somebody to go to pick up the nutmeg for me.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you pay them, you have nothing. So it's almost like you may as well just cut down nutmeg and cut down cocoa.
And get ready to plant ganja. Did I say that?
But yes, it might be a more because cocoa, on the other hand, is $1.75 per pound wet, and it's $4.75 per pound dry. Now just think about it. You spend hours on end picking the cocoa, gathering the cocoa, cracking the cocoa, bringing it out to the land, paying transportation to get it sold, and they give you $1.60 per pound. Then you go even further. You pick, you crack, you draw, you sweat the cocoa, you dry the cocoa, and you know what it's like in Grenada with the rain and stuff like that. So if it's raining, you have to keep your eye on this cocoa 24/7 because you don't want it to get wet. If it does get wet, it mildews and damage the quality of cocoa. And you get $4.75 per pound.
That's when it's dry.
When it's dried.
Wow.
So for me, it is not. I mean, they're talking about keep farming, and to be honest, when you read up, Grenada, the only place that produces more nutmeg than Grenada is Indonesia.
But I think that was a long time ago.
It's still the case. It's still the case.
Because I know they're doing a lot of nutmegs now in India, and they're doing nutmegs in Jamaica and a couple other countries.
Quality.
And this is interesting because it was only yesterday or the day before I was listening to someone on the radio, and the person was saying that our nutmegs, it had nothing to do with our soil as it relates to the nutmegs in Indonesia. It had nothing to do with our soil. It has to do with how we prepare, how we process. That's the word. How we process the processing that we go through is different from that of Indonesia. That is what had our nutmeg. So that is probably still why our nutmegs are up there, because we go through a whole processing thing.
Yeah.
And when I guess Indonesia is processing in bulk.
Yes, of course. They got the land space, so they can. The quality might not be there, but they're beating us on quantity.
And the thing
is, as well.
They have their nutmegs is in a lot of flat lands, as opposed to ours that's on the hills.
And you have to go in, dig out drain, and
I've always wondered why the and somebody I heard someone speak about it's the most foolish thing I heard, and I believe it was a member of government, who spoke and spoke about putting net on that tree to catch nutmeg. Like, you catching all the nutmeg pods, you catching all the leaves,
the Congori,
you catching all the
serpents,
you catching all the serpent. I'm like, are you serious? It just tells you, and some people just don't know. I'm saying this does not happen. You can't do that. But I am thinking here, because we have such brilliant young people that go through primary school, pre-primary, primary, secondary school, into national college. And they do so many different projects every year. Are you telling me that we don't have what it takes to say, okay, fine, we need to figure out a way of how to harvest the nutmegs and how to
make it
not
easier.
Having our farmers bend down?
I'm sure we can, but we have to create that incentive for the young people to start thinking about it. I mean, the young people, even if they're thinking about farming, what they're thinking about is the short crops. They're not thinking about nutmeg and cocoa because, like I said, it seems to be a waste of time. I remember when I just came back to Grenada, right? I was going through some stuff at home and I was looking today to try and find it. And I found a write-up that my dad did, must be about 40 years ago, where he was addressing his brothers and sisters, his farmers in the Cocoa and Nutmeg Association. And Andre, if I found that letter and I read it today, it still stands true. There's nothing that has changed from 40 years ago. The complaints he was making 40 years ago, I could just read it just as it is and have valid points from start to finish, not changing a thing. So what that tells me is that, yes, maybe our quantity of export has improved and we're doing more. However, the way that we treat the farmers has not improved. Looking after the best interests of farmers has not improved. And we are forever at the bottom of the rung.
So there you have your other guest joining you. He's gonna sit right there. Don't bother. He's gonna sit right there. He knows exactly where he has to sit. Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
That's Bertrand John for you in the morning time on the Real 91.9 FM. I got Bertrand there in that shot. Let me just make sure that it is the proper shot.
See, you're gonna make me nervous now, I'm in the presence of royalty when it comes to this now, So I get like shaky, hands sweating, everything.
Fret not thyself, my brother. Fret not thyself. Bertrand John, good morning.
Sometimes you can be among beggars and thieves and think you're among royalty. Good morning to the listening public. Morning, Andre.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm having the young man here, who's really and truly speaking, Bertrand, to an aspect of agriculture that you and I have not spoken to for a while, i.e. nutmeg, cocoa. We have not spoken to that aspect. We deal with spices and all them other something, but cocoa and nutmegs we have not spoken to for a while, and that's what he's into.
The specialty.
Yeah. And
I was listening actually and I was intrigued by the conversation. So we probably should continue.
Yeah, we definitely going to continue, but the thing is here, BJ, I'm fighting to understand how does, because we had someone saying that there's a need for young, and we've had politicians every cycle saying there's a need for young people to get involved in agriculture. But if you're going to pay them or cause or not encourage the nutmeg board and the cocoa board to do different, and you're going to continue paying pittance, then these brothers and sisters, BJ, they're not going to want to be involved in this. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Damn.
Andre, if you're selling primary produce, you cannot determine price. That's a basic natural law in economics.
Explain that.
It means that if you're selling things like you pick it up in the field and don't processing it or adding value to it, you cannot determine the price of this stuff, because generally agricultural produce are perishable items. And the people who buy it from you knows that you cannot keep it for too long because it's going to spoil. So they basically determine what they're paying you for it. Elementary.
Makes sense. But even if they say they know what they're paying us, why not pay? If they say they're paying 5 and they give you 3 and they should give you 2 at the end, why not do that?
That's internal matters. I'm not speaking specifically in that area. I am just giving you the general economic principle. With regard to they say they're paying 5 and then give you 3 and then keep back to 1, you don't get the rest. That's domestic matters that we can sort out. That's in-house matters. I'm talking about the people who purchase it abroad.
So what you're saying is, in essence, BJ, is what we have said here before, which is add value.
Yes. And with regard to the association, I don't even want to get inside of there.
Yeah. You remember last time they fired you from the association? Last time you spoke up.
Embarrass me in the public.
Yeah, they embarrass you.
I'll give me one letter with one sentence until we don't come back. My brother knows because you and obviously that get involved. You have to make it more palatable. Watch it. The thing makes sense. Tell it.
Why did you?
I'll tell no. pay up a few people with a little bit more money, a little bit stipend, so they can meet the commitment at the end of the month. People who does not have the ability to operate and run those places, you basically put them in charge. What do you really expect? You have a 1419 ordinance that you are adhering to. How it is with modern day operation?
Definitely.
You tell me those things.
I'm upset with a guy by the name of Roland Bowler. I'm very upset with him because when we used to do this program on Thursdays, we used to travel to St. Andrew to do it on the grounds of where they make the nutmeg oil.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, Carlton. Yeah, we used to do that program live from their gates, and I used to do some get our butts off and rush off there every Thursday morning. And one Thursday morning, I can never forget, I had Roland Bowler was then the Minister for Agriculture. And Roland Bowler promised me that they will be changing the ordinance and that they had some people come in from, BJ, remember that?
Compete Caribbean.
Oh, there you go. They came in. And nothing happened.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Paid a large sum of money
Yes.
from international agencies.
Yes. So I blame Roland Bowler because he was the one who told me that this thing was going to change.
Andre, the document probably sitting inside the Nutmeg Association.
So then he broke Bowler to take that monkey off his shoulder.
Well, Mr. Bowler
Let
can
me
say,
know.
Mr. Bowler can say what he wants.
Yeah, he can say, hey, this
you
is
see,
what
Andre,
happened.
to change those things, you need government to be on board.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and because you need the Attorney General to sign off on those things.
Yeah.
Because you're actually changing the statute. No, those people, Andre, do you think they're really interested in those things? Think about it again, man. And when Charles man and him do put up some tiny neck and push it up tight and go to work in the day and back. And sit down on the people's desk and use up the burn of the air condition and go back home and sleep. Some of them smoke the cigarette lunchtime or whatever and feel happy and go back home and sleep. Andre, it's beyond those notion. You have to take a collective approach, to change those things.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to get those things done because everyone needs to be on board with regard to that. And when you're playing politics with those things, the same people are opposing to those changes. This old man and them, I don't want to use color here. The man and them just remove the chain with foot and with hand,
And them no man. Everybody know them cockage and trick us in Coca-Cola here. Morning. Hello?
Good morning, Andrew Donald.
Good morning, Doctor. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And good morning to UBG and Andrew.
Morning.
Audience. I just wanted to make a few comments relative to what.
There's a thing, just so you know, we have three things. But nonetheless, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning to you and your audiences. I just wanted to make a few comments on some of the points you guys raised this morning. You said the worst thing you heard was what, Andre? In any case, the worst thing is not what you heard. The worst thing is the fact that the GCNE had a value-adding asset that was given to them that was functional, and they walked away from it. And Andre. And walking away from it, in essence, literally said, we don't care about value-adding, which Andy, BG, and yourself have made reference to earlier on. The long and short is that if we continue to export raw material, we continue to support the industrial operation. We could do the same industrialization here, which we started with the factory, for example, and export the value-added product. That we have walked away from. So that, I think, is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of, if you ask me. Yes, there are some issues concerning the ordinance, maybe. Yes, there are some problems facing the CNE, and the leadership management are essential to the success of any business organization. Any organization farmers being bamboozled every time they make a sale. They get a portion of the money up front, the other portion is going to be paid around Christmas time as bonus. And for many years now, that bonus has not been paid. That's supposed to be paid out as bonus. What has become of that money, and are we going to make the association and the board specifically accountable for that failure of accountability to their farmers? And the last point I want to make, though, is yes, I think the time is right, Andre and Andy, and of course DJ, that as farmers we need to unite. But guess what? We need something to unite us. And I think at this point there are a couple of factors that could probably unite us. One, I think, as Andy is referring to, we probably need to begin a petition that requests of the government to intervene on behalf of the farmers to ensure there is some justice meted out to our farmers. One, I think the Mali oil plant needs to be reopened, period, regardless of what. You're going to require some money to clean it up, re-equip it, but at the same time, it's a facility that should be rehabilitated, period. One, two, the Grenada Farm School, or the Maribel Farm School specifically, should be made into a national agricultural institute that could do a lot of research work on behalf of our farmers. We continue to fail our people by not having that institution at a higher level. Moreover, you can't build and develop the agricultural sector without an educational research and development institute. That's just impossible. All developed countries have institutes that do basic research to ensure that they can grow. And we have not followed up to ensure that our farms is brought up to par and up to a level such that it can. And that's point I want to make, and well, maybe 2 points. Farmers have been encountering some serious problems with theft. And to the point where I've learned that there are several farmers who were killed in their own land by thieves in the process of stealing their crops. And justice has not been meted out to those people. The time has come for us to change the laws and regulations that punish the thieves, to ensure that once they are imprisoned, they are rehabilitated, but moreover, they do not get out in a state of mind that says, go steal, go steal, go steal. That cycle has to stop. As long as we have thieves, stealing and robbing from our farmers, we will have farmers who are reluctant to continue farming, and that, at the end of the day, will result in a deterioration in our agricultural sector.
Let me just tell you. Let me just add something to what you just said there. As relates to people stealing from farmers and whatever, where people, this is a private scene.
But at the end of the day, if the punishment is not harsh enough,
yeah, I'm coming to that.
For the thieves.
Yeah, it's that. Because, and there's another thing that goes right down that alley too. 2 years ago, Doc, in Birchgrove, 2 years? Yeah, or could be more than 2 years. Definitely not. And a gentleman, in overtaking me, lick up my mirror.
I experienced myself.
Right? So, the measurements, the information that they had to take, had me go to the Sates police station to give a report and whatever. Okay, everything was done. 2 years later, 2 years plus later, I'm still waiting on that bloody case to call? Who said, well, I'm and I ain't wishing death on anybody. Who says that the person who had the accident, and guess what? The person who was driving the other vehicle, though living in Grenada, his place of birth on his license was Trinidad and Tobago. So who say he ain't gone back? You know, and after, so who am I going to go to court with 2 years plus later? And now, I could understand that a man kill a man down the road, and you have the man who, the murderer or alleged murderer, you have him in jail for a year plus, whatever, you know, going through whatever pace is. I can understand that, but we have to realize that there's some things. I'm coming right back to I'm coming right back to Predia last night. You can't have a farmer every Monday morning, instead of going to his plot, he has to do so and go to the court. As in this thing, that the farmer comes to the court after he finishing the land for the day, he take a little rest and he take a bed and he put on some smell sweet and he comes to the court. This stupid is about the farmer going and stand up for the whole day to get to see the guy who stole his son, and the guy come up because the guy he didn't get bail, so he down in Richmond Hill, and he came up. They brought him up. The magistrate, my lawyer can make it today, so the case had to reschedule to another. That ain't making no sense.
I agree, but let me make my last point, Andy, so that we could continue our discussion. The last one I want to make is we have to cover the approximate $8 million that was stolen from our farmers way back 2006, 2007, 2008, around that period of time. Child produce. We also have to focus on theft of finance and monies. And so I think the time is right that we as farmers need to unite in working towards some justice to our farmers. And one way to do that, I believe, is to organize a petition that our parliament or government to tend to the specific issues I mentioned earlier on as regards the overall of the industry, but specifically to the stolen money, specifically laws regulating theft, specifically the Maribor Farm School, specifically the oil plant in Mali, and look at those in a serious way with the aim of getting those things corrected. So a petition is one way we can unite our farmers and ensure that we help to bring some message to our farmers together. And so that's my take. That's my piece for the morning, Andrew. Thanks.
Well, thanks for calling, Doc. But my thing is, and listen to this one. Acres of nutmeg land, so and surveyor piece, less than quarter of an acre, or just about quarter of an acre. Put my name, because remember, the Speaker of the House, when he became chairman of the board, he owned just less than quarter of an acre of nutmeg land. You need to have people inside of there who are going to make noise. You have people inside there who are doing so, and because of fronting, they're putting people in position. BJ has to be in position. Andy took time off this morning to come here to speak to. And these are people that we need. Put people in positions to do so and change this thing. Otherwise, we're going to be still calling on Mr. Bula and saying, what do you do with the other thing happen?
Well, Andre, yes, we would like to do that, but BJ wasn't the only one kicked off the board.
I know you were kicked out too. You see, there's a common denominator there, Dr. Antoine. Y'all came to Real FM and spoke and they kicked you off the board one time. You ain't last long. Real FM is not anyway. That takes up.
Yes. Anyway, we'll organize a petition and we'll move forward and make some demands and bring some justice to our farmers.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
Thank you for the time.
All right, one love, yeah, bro.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I plan to not make tree by me. BJ, if I do that, I can get not make book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, plan to not make tree by me. Plant a cocoa and get a cocoa book too. I don't want sell, right? Just I had a book.
You could sell, even if it's people that come and sell 2-3 pounds of cocoa. No.
Where are you getting to?
The nutmeg.
That I'll just save up.
Yeah, you never know.
unless you lend me some, I could give back the money. You could lend me some.
No, I told you already, no problem. My mom, you know you're
and just Doc was making some really intricate points, and I want to stress on some of them.
Yeah.
Andre, not because you're farmer, not all right, gives you the right to be or be elected on the board. Andre, most people who have if it is, they are keep for them. So they do run like that.
I don't run Real FM.
So many times.
Yeah.
I said, Angela, somebody who thinks that's not good for you.
Yep.
And you're my burden, so I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You tell those politicians that, and they mouth stretch like a war. You understand me, I'll kind of problems. How many government in power that elect somebody who doesn't support them politically on one of those boards, and it is done by friend and company, and those are the kind of problems that you have. Those legislative, you get in trouble. It's about that, you know. The way to mash up anything is to get politics involved in it.
But at the same time, we
do need it, don't you?
Of course, Andre.
We got somebody online. Good morning.
Good morning to the gentlemen.
Morning.
I didn't get the other gentleman's name besides BJ.
Andy Matthew.
Andy Matthew. To Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, sir.
Now, I remember about 10 years ago, the Nutmeg, the Cocoa Board had a meeting where we were thinking of certain things in the constitution that should be changed. And to whatnot. From Jamaica thing came down. And we gave it certain ideas. And so I can't tell you that fall apart by the board or by the government. But these things are supposed to be taken to the government and approved. And whatnot. Nothing came out of that. The same thing happened with later planning and not sit down and stratify in what you call workshops and whatnot. Nothing came out of them. With a list and they tell you they have when you see same problems again. That man is chairman, that man is chairman. Chairman and board members having problems keep up and down. But the next sitting of the board, the same people getting back. I don't know if you all remember, BG might remember that. And the Nutmeg board when I think it was the Cocoa Board when Mr. Michael Church was Minister of Agriculture acting. And he asked the board to give him some report in what time. And the board was told him that they couldn't give him that because they were preparing for general election of the board. And they took the matter to court. The court ruled that the board should allow to have their meeting. The same people, one person, different, got back on the board. And it still remained there. So when certain people in power, they twist the thing on the board, from the board side to sue them, they twist it on the government side to sue them. Ordinance there that need to be fixed years now, and nothing is done about it. Government go, government come. The cocoa board, when they started making chocolate, they came out, it was on the newspaper about, in 5 years time they made $35 million, they say. How much of that $35 million have been spent? We have about 5 or 4 cocoa factories as half a cocoa field are in abundance. So I don't know if changing the board is going to answer it. I don't know if changing government is going to answer it. I don't know if farmers need what more, but something is definitely wrong. That's the problem. Cocoa or nutmeg. At once they didn't want to sell nutmeg to Mr. Webb here. And Mr. Webb was buying nutmeg at a higher price. And a lot of people went and sell nutmeg to Mr. Webb. And we saw it happen. Something is definitely wrong. And until we get those things right, the farmer will be always at the loss, and it means that we ain't going to see farming move up. The government say that Granby Estate is the most productive estate in there, whereas Bellevue Estate in St. Andrews is the biggest nutmeg estate in Grenada right now. But Granby Estate, and what is the farmers? That they intend to use that estate to plant weed. Today, you send home almost all the workers on the same Granby Estate. Where are we going? Up, down, sideways? I don't know.
Thank you, Clifford. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. The time has now moved on to 26 minutes, and that is before the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, friends, and we will be back right here on your favorite radio station. The name, Andre Donald. With me, Andy Matthew, and the ever-present, is like Breeze, BJ.
3546.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Get ready to experience the electrifying energy of the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the finest young athletes from across the Caribbean, showcasing their talent, speed, and determination in a quest for glory. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the spirit of unity and celebration, igniting a flame that will shape the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on the action at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday, March 30th to Monday, 1st April 2024. Secure your spot now by purchasing your tickets at Grenadian Optical or visiting gotofed.com. Join us in celebrating the athleticism and excellence of the Caribbean.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Are you concerned about the impact of climate change on your home or business? The Enhanced Direct Access Climate Adaptation Revolving Fund at the Grenada Development Bank can make your worries a thing of the past. The fund offers concessional financing to households and businesses, focusing on vulnerable populations such as lower-income families and persons with special needs. You could qualify for up to EC $200,000 with an incredibly low interest rate of just 2% annually. With this funding, you can make essential improvements such as building retaining walls for erosion control, making structural improvements to withstand hurricanes, and installing water-efficient bathroom solutions. Take action today. Contact the GDB at 440-2382 to learn more about how you can apply for this funding opportunity. Let's work together to create a climate-resilient nation. The Enhanced Direct Access Project is financed by the Green Climate Fund through the Government of Grenada.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture?
Caribbean, good morning.
Youths of this nation.
New York City, Noise Radio, Jawanda FM.
Like they want to structure the plan.
Side of Canada, we say good morning.
Welcome to the revolution.
Those listening in London, top of the morning to you.
Didn't do too bad. After that, you know the old thing flap. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer. And they forget agriculture.
Yeah, they forget agriculture. But this morning, we have a new voice added to the whole agricultural setting, and that's if BJ wants us to do this. I believe that this is a voice that we need, BJ. So we probably could invite him some Thursdays to come on, so we can talk, because he has a lot of passion for the traditional crops, correct? Yeah.
That's what we're just speaking about here, Andre.
Oh, yeah?
We are
Okay.
saying that the people who have the influence and the knowledge, they remain silent in all our cases, and it'd be a fresh, air of,
Breath of fresh air.
a breath of fresh air
To have
for
you.
Mr. Andy to come here on a Thursday.
Yeah, come on a Thursday morning whenever you can make
whenever
it.
you can make it, yeah.
You can make it rolling, and then we could talk more about the whole aspect of the traditional crops. You can keep us up to date with what's happening. You can let us know now when they're buying and when they're not buying.
Definitely.
Which I have a serious problem with this. I have a serious problem with this because growing up, and when I visited my grandparents, they were every week they buy cocoa. And now that you have when you're buying and when you're buying, and a whole heap of monkey trick.
I have some in my house. No, I'm waiting on the date to sell it.
You
I don't even
understand?
know when they're going to sell, when they buy it.
Yeah.
Andre, not just that, I think the traditional crops are so important that we need to pay greater emphasis with regard to how we're dealing with them. And my reason for saying so is that, think about it. If you have to get involved in agricultural development now and you want to look at other crops, it will take a long time to establish those crops. We have the nutmeg, the cocoa already established. We have cocoa and nutmegs. We have the reason why we reluctant to get those things done is the will. We have knowledgeable people here, who can deal with those things, like Dr. Antoine and Saint Bernard. We had one named Martin Williams who died. We have capable people here. The thing is that, Andre, we don't organize as a people. Doc was making a very important point that we need to get the farm school resuscitated. We need to get intelligent farmers. We need to motivate. We need to innovate. Andre, it's beyond that. And I don't want anybody to get upset with me here this morning. Just like how we need good farmers, we need good politicians too, because they are the leaders. They are the people who set the guidelines and the policies. They are the people who make the laws, put the legislation in place and evolving these days. I'm not sure where they dig them up, Andre, think about how much Minister of Agriculture has changed over the last decade. A lot. And what impact that they have on the agriculture sector. I mean, Bondla,
No, talk the truth. Talk the truth. No, the truth will set us free.
We need capable politicians, capable leaders. And there is governance and there is good governance. You could run a country and people say, boy, something, this man you're doing fairly well. Whether or not you're doing very good is a different matter. Need to move in back full what they set out to. Are you operating and managing your country? When you're the poor and the needy, the vulnerable, when you're not looking after the farmers in a unique way, special way, in a way that is planned to uplift their life, you're looking for trouble. The only time you don't talk about it is when election time coming around. Shut about what we go do with the agriculture. You can do the idea so long so.
To speak to Michael. I met him in St. Andrews, and he said to me, we were chatting, and he said to me, I'm always disappointed when NDC wins election. I'm like, but like Michael, just stop it. He said, no, Andre, He says because they do nothing. He says after GOLP, the only other party that ever did anything for agriculture, and people say they did nothing, is the New National Party. I said, you know, we're going to have a conversation about that one day, and you're going to explain it to me. Right now, I really can't handle it. He said, but no, Andre, it is true. And we have the... And we're not here to run down any government, because I did point out that Roland Bowler, you owe me. That ordinance, Roland Bowler, you owe me. And then I did not feel anything. I know I reached out, BJ, you would have been, you would know. I reached out to Minister is happening.
Strolling is on doing their short.
No, I tell you, farmers doing their short crops, fine. But we are going to end up in a situation where we do not have any tree crops. We would not have cocoa. We would not have nutmegs.
But that's because they're not make. People are actually saying to me, Andy, you know what? I'm cutting down all my cocoa tree and I'm rooting it out because they say it grows back when you cut. You say because they're fed up with the hard work and no rewards. There's a lot of. I know Mr. Buckmeyer in St. Andrews, me and him, and that's his thing.
He was always that time.
You know Mr. Buckmeyer.
Of course he's always that time.
I went and cut down everything.
You should cut down your foot and all. He's always that time.
Listen, leave Uncle Buckmeyer.
I'll tell you.
I'm a boy.
Buckmeyer is always that time. You see, and I'll tell you why I say that. Buckmeyer was on the board.
Was he?
Ask BJ.
Anthony Buckmeyer?
Yeah, he was on the board for a lot of years.
For a lot of years, and he did nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So Buckmeyer should do so and cut out his foot and fuck it out too. What happened to you? Buckmeyer is a waste of time, and he knows that. He knows he's a waste of time. He find you, and you're virgin age. You don't know about him. Now you know about him.
I'm gonna meet him and we're gonna
ask him.
I'm gonna bring him with us.
Wait, here? No. It's
Then
one.
tell him.
It's one person that saying don't come here.
You don't like him?
Not don't like him. For the amount of years
he's been there
that Buckmeyer has been on the board, all you need to ask is, Mr. Buckmeyer, name one thing that you did or you caused to be done or you voted for. Nothing. If you don't believe me, I'm going to mention one name and that person's going to call, Clifford, good morning. Clifford will call before we, what time is it? 8:51. Clifford is going to be the next person to call. But Maya did nothing.
I opened a can of worms.
Well, you ain't opened that can of worms. That can of worms been open a long time. You cause the worms to start to climb on.
We need to fix that problem collectively. No individual or no sector cannot do that by themselves. We need to operate in a collective way. And this is a problem that we have. We play politics with everything. You have some politicians, they're not capable. And you put them as minister of this and minister of that. How are you going to move the sector, Andre? Where are the national plan? Where are the national agriculture plan? We say we're planting too much vegetable, no tree crops, no this. You need to have all of those things balanced in your plan, And you have to have good monitoring system to ensure that it's being done in a proper manner, in the manner that you set out to get it done. Andre, we just hopeful, People who are just hopeful are dreamers, You sit down waiting,
Yep.
Life isn't like that. It's a practical process. You have to plan it out. You have to chart the course. It's like you're taking a boat and you put it out in the sea and you hope the tide gonna get you, at your destination. It don't really work like that. You have to guide the process. And this is the problem that we're having. We're not guiding, we're not channeling, we're not charting where we want to go. We're just whooping.
You have a call online. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Of course. There you go, Clifford.
Yeah. In reference to Mr. Buckmeyer.
Stop calling him my name, please.
It is true to say that Mr. Buckmeyer did play some roles in.
He played a role?
Yeah, he did play some roles. But Mr. Buckmeyer is one of the most hypocrite persons on the board.
You can't come on the radio station
and I'm saying that
those
openly. He's one of the most hypocrite persons on the board. The chocolate factory, he has some influence in it. The gentleman, Mr. Bordick, spoke to him and he helped to get things off the ground. So we have to give him his credit.
Engineer.
He was chairman for a very long time.
Did what?
And a chairman that a lot of farmers didn't like. There was actually a time when we had a general meeting and it nearly ended in blows. Mr. Hastic walked out of the meeting because of what a farmer said that Mr. Buckmeyer tell him in his jokes too, in his pharmacy about Mr. Hastic. And Mr. Hastic, if you listen, could back that. Mr. Hastic walked out and they had to actually beg Mr. Hastic to come back after lunch to the. So Mr. Buckmeyer is a tricker. But he did play some roles in the board.
Clifford, have a nice day. Thank you.
Right.
Buckmeyer.
Stop looking at individuals. Look at the system.
The system. But he created the system. What's wrong with your BJ?
For a short time.
The man create and manage the said system, I'm telling you.
So outside of the board.
Buckmeyer?
No, the board.
Oh,
the
okay.
board.
And then the next.
In terms of us.
Clifford just mentioned the next failure,
Which one?
Wow. Clifford just mentioned the next failure.
Hey, leave Uncle Buck alone. we here for nutmeg and cocoa farmers.
Yeah.
Guys, we focus. So
How could you? You have the biggest chocolate making factory, not in just in Grenada. According to Jim, the engineer that set it up, he now works in one of the factories out of Hermitage. That Caucasian guy, Jim. By Shy, one day, because I usually meet him there at times when he was setting up, because Jim don't want to go back to America no more. Forget that. He's a great now. And Jim said to me in a conversation, he said, the size of the factory.
Is that the Juve one in Victoria?
Yeah. Diamond. He says, Andre, there's not enough cocoa in Grenada, and you can take all the cocoa that is grown in the Caribbean, and it's not enough for that monster. Yeah? Check this out, and that was before, the only other factory that was before that was Mott, which is what Belmont Estate have going now. That was the only other factory before that. However, knowing what you can do, other factories still saw ways that they can come in and create a competition for you. And you're the biggest, and you're supposed to be able to produce and produce a lot.
But wasn't there some issues around the machineries and having people to fix them, and so?
Well, you see, because they fired Jim. Jim is the issue here. They got rid of Jim because of the advice that he was giving, and they weren't willing to take it. See him anytime and ask him. He's always willing to talk. And then, instead of developing the diamond estate and using the lands around so as to build another factory or to develop the factory, you do so and you're going and do chocolate and say it's milk chocolate in Moncton. Does that make sense? Man, fire for this guy and them, man. I'm not going to say Mr. Hastic is a waste of time. I will never say that. But if you want to believe that, you can believe that. That's entirely up to you. You understand? No, it's straight up. Listen, the passion that you have for cocoa and nutmegs, I have the same passion in. No. Why? Because I picked up cocoa with my grandfather. I picked up nutmegs with my grandfather. I used to go with Leighton Harry, who was the former manager of the cooperative bank here. I used to go with him in Samaritan as a little boy to pick up cocoa and slide all the way down in the river based on what you think you're thinking. Charles Pariag, I used to go with him and his father to pick in Chantimel in what do you call the place? I forgot the name. Anyway, but I used to go up there to pick up cocoa. So I know about it. I know about the struggles. I know about the struggles that the farmers are going through. Not that they have been through. They still continue to go through the same thing. And that makes no sense. You cannot tell me that you have an industry that has been clamoring, stop sell cocoa in cocos bags. Stop sell cocoa in cocos bags. And 50 years later, 60 years later, you're doing the same goddamn thing? Huh? Only, what, a minute percentage of our cocoa is being used for adding value in Grenada. The majority of it is being shipped. And the machine that you have in Diamond, you cannot produce enough. So what are you shipping?
Don't you ask yourself that? We have the best cocoa in the world. We have the best nutmegs in the world. Aren't we supposed to be producing the best chocolate in the world?
Exactly.
Well, duh.
Huh?
We should be the Gucci.
And you hear some politicians, I hear politicians saying left, right, and center. You know something? Grenada is a small place. You can't manufacture and you can't compete and you can't a bag of foolishness. So when you send it abroad, what those people are them doing with it? And not manufacturing it and send it back for you.
Best chocolate out of that chocolate, you know. So we can be doing.
I never forget my good friend Stanley Charles. Many years ago, this lady came in from England, and she had never seen a cocoa tree before. So Stanley and I were taking her around the country, and we got through the Belvedere, and Stanley had me stop by a cocoa tree, and he went and he picked one. Stanley, that was wrong. That was pretty last need. He picked one and he handed it to her, and she says, "What is this?" You know what Stanley's answer was? Cadbury in skin. I'll never forget that. And she's like, "This is Cadbury?" And he says, "Yes." Break the cocoa, give it to her, and she was flabbergasted. That's why the people that still go through and teach the people cocoa in. Listen, it is illegal to do some pick them people cocoa. So you're telling me after all these years, the same GCNA couldn't buy a small plot somewhere. It doesn't have to be in you call it? Belvedere. But somewhere you buy a small plot where you have, and GCNA and GCA could do it together. So you have on that plot nutmegs and cocoa planted. So when the tourists come, they can pay to take out a picture there. They can pay to have a Cadbury skin, a piece of Cadbury skin. They can pay to have the lady in the boat with the red petticoat. They can pay to get that. And we're talking about developing tourism with agriculture. Man, give me a break of this. Watch.
Andre, I don't know if you know Baltas after past Mellows.
Yeah.
Where Kayak used to have some lands there. We own the lands on the next side of the road.
I know. Shadow show me
right.
the land that you own here.
And there is a nutmeg tree on the roadside there. We never used to pick up the nutmeg to sell for GCNA, you know. The nutmegs on those trees are reserved for tourists when they pass in. So you get paid in US for it. You know, 3 nutmeg seed for a US, 2 US, you understand? At the end of the day, you have 250 US, when tourist boat comes in. So there are avenues that we can make money.
Of course.
Andre. It's just that we're not creative, we're not innovative, we're not thinking enough, we don't have a likeness for what we do. Andre, we're talking about independence now. And see what we're doing. Andre, that's independence supposed to be a way of life, you know. It shouldn't just be a celebration, you know. Anyway, time for us to go.
Time gone. Thanks again. Wonderful morning as per usual. Andy, you are
looking forward to seeing you next week.
See you next week, and whenever
so we could finish our conversation.
Definitely. I'll try and make it next week. I'll book my time so I could come and stay some time.
Great. Take care of yourself, yeah.
Thank you very much,
friends.
Bless Andre. Bless day to the population.
All right.
Oh yes, the number one.